Hello everyone, this is Joseph Porter, your host, and you're listening to The Next Layer. In this podcast, we're looking to explore the world of additive manufacturing, from hobbyist applications to complex engineering solutions. Our focus is to not only learn about the current state of the market, but where it is going and how individuals like you and I can take part in these trends. We'll be interviewing hobbyists, engineers, and scientists, discussing new techniques, applications, technology, and discovering what the future of additive manufacturing will entail. Whether you're an aspiring creator or a senior research scientist, we hope that you listening are able to learn something new. We'd like to thank our sponsor, MarketList.com, for making this episode possible. MarketList is an online contract bidding platform for additive manufacturing where local manufacturers have access to a wider range of work that they can bid on, and clients can receive offers that best fit the needs of their project. If you're interested in saving time and money on your next 3D printing project or taking on more clients for your business, stop by MarketList.com. The link is in the show notes. Hello everyone, I am Joseph Porter, your host, and welcome to the first episode of The Next Layer. In this episode, I'll be talking about what the next layer is and what to expect from it, and then following with a little bit about myself. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy it. So with the next layer, we're looking to explore the world of additive manufacturing. And this is anything from hobbyist applications all the way up to very complex engineering solutions. So we'll be doing this using a few different methods, the first of which is me breaking down technical concepts or engineering applications that involve 3D printing. And the point of this is that oftentimes additive manufacturing is kind of shrouded in mystery. And a lot of that is due to a lot of technical jargon that's kept within the world of science or engineering, and a lot of people just don't have that background. So I'll be breaking these down so that any listener can take something away that they may find very interesting and understand what's the point of using 3D printing within these different solutions that you see in this modern world, and why not use other solutions or previous techniques. The second method will be interviewing hobbyists in the world of 3D printing. I believe this offers a very unique viewpoint to the world of 3D printing, as often hobbyist applications is where a lot of the creative elements shine through when it comes to 3D printing. And these are applications such as making new models for your board games or functional art or just cool applications for projects around the house. With that, I'm hoping to see the world of 3D printing through the eyes of the hobbyists, to understand what are their dreams for 3D printing and where do they see the market going. And Method 3 runs fairly parallel to that of Method 2, and it's kind of the flip side of the coin. With Method 3, we'll be interviewing professionals in the world of 3D printing. Now, these will be engineers and scientists or various professionals whose companies operate within the space of additive manufacturing. I believe this offers a very interesting insight into how 3D printing is changing the world as we know it. As it is often in these labs that a lot of the major changes that improve lives, even maybe 20, 30, 40 years down the road, this is where it all happens, and these people are at the cutting edge of it. With that, I hope to learn where the market is going with 3D printing and what we can expect over the next few years. Another unique feature of interviewing professionals is an insight into these very unique career fields that surround additive manufacturing. With both the professional and hobbyist interviews, I hope to dive into tips, tricks, and different techniques that they can recommend to the users to improve their 3D prints as well. So overall, I'm hoping to just discover what the future of additive manufacturing will entail. So whether you're an aspiring creator or a senior research scientist, I hope that you listening will be able to learn something new. So a little bit of background about myself. Once again, my name is Joseph Porter. I'm actually an engineer by trade. I have degrees in electrical and optical engineering from Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology over in Terre Haute, Indiana. I actually am from Indiana, but currently reside in Denver, Colorado, working for an aerospace company. Throughout college, I interned for places such as NASA Glenn Research Center in Cleveland, Ohio, Wright-Patt Air Force Base as a joint internship, Crane Naval Base in their Special Warfare and Electro-Optics group, and also places such as Brookhaven National Lab out on Long Island. It was actually in college that I got introduced to 3D printing over at NASA Glenn Research Center, where I was first hands-on working on different projects there. And since that time, it's just been an absolute passion of mine. I've incorporated just into fun little projects at home for the hobbyist side. I've also incorporated into work and my master's thesis. Since getting involved with it, though, I've always been very passionate about how to share the world of additive manufacturing with others and how to get other people involved that may have an interest in it. And one of the ways of doing that is I'm a co-founder of MarketList.com, which seeks to democratize the world of additive manufacturing. In it, we've created a community where people can post different projects that they want completed with 3D printing, and then those who own 3D printers can select those projects that they want to work on and bid on it to be able to win the work for them. Outside of the world of science and engineering, I try to spend my time hanging out with friends and family, along with a lot of time out in the outdoors when I get a chance. But more than any of those, I enjoy spending time with my wonderful wife, Catherine. If you wish to learn more about me, you can check out the About page on marketlist.com or find me on LinkedIn. Thank you for tuning into today's episode, and I hope you stick around for more as we have awesome interviews lined up going forward where we discuss things such as 3D bioprinting in space or various applications and projects and how to get into the world of 3D printing. Also got some great technical discussions lined up where we get to break down some really cool concepts of where 3D printing is infused into our everyday world. With that, if there's any topics that you, the listener, wants to hear on this podcast, please reach out and we'll try to incorporate into our future episodes. And this can be anything from breaking down just the different types of 3D printing or the different components that make up a 3D printer, or even how someone who is new to the world of 3D printing can get involved, all the way through different scientific topics or complex engineering applications that may just not totally make sense and you just want them to be broken down. So that's all I have for today's episode. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of The Next Layer, a podcast for all things 3D printing. If you really enjoyed this episode, we ask that you please share it with all your friends, subscribe, and leave us a review. Thanks again, and we hope to see you at The Next Layer.